Woman, life, freedom. A slogan for all times. Women of Iran have a long history of struggles for their rights. The oral history of the women's movement has reached us through times, while the written history of Iranian women's struggles dates back 2 centuries. In the past, women's struggles were carried out by women from various ethnic backgrounds, such as the Bakhtiaris, Gilaks, and Fars. Gradually, as the political power moved and concentrated in Tehran and other big cities, demands of the middle-class women in these cities took shape and created the contemporary women's movement. After the 1979 revolution and the suppression which followed, women were silenced for a while, until gradually they broke the shell and began to campaign for their demands. Women's activities began with the celebration of the International Women's Day in small circles, followed by the creation of a library and gradually campaigns against gender discrimination, compulsory hijab in the shape of Daughter of the Revolution Street, stealthy freedoms, and so on. In recent years, as violence against women in the name of preserving the men's honor has taken a turn for the worse, a group of women inside and outside the country set up a campaign to stop the pointless violence against women, which often result in murder of women and girls. This campaign centers its activities on the violence in the society and the antithesis of values hidden in the term honor, and the cultural shortfalls, especially in the regions where ethnic population of Kurds, Lurs, Arabs, and Fars are in the majority. The campaign has created a strong bond with the women in these regions and strives to fight and abolish the root causes of honor killings, and also the laws which have strengthened this heinous practice. In recent months, and after the murder of Jina Mahsa Amini, a Kurdish young girl, by the morality police in Tehran, and the outburst of anger which took over the whole of the country, the slogan, "Woman, Life, Freedom," burst among the crowd of mourners at her funeral, and soon spread across the country. This slogan was like a spark which ignited among the women in the Kurdish region, and then all other groups of women who have experienced discrimination and violence throughout the country. Today, Woman, Life, Freedom has turned into a motto, a flag for secularism and freedom in Iran and beyond. This slogan and the struggles it represents by women across the globe against patriarchy and gender discrimination has brought women together. Women in Afghanistan, Turkey, and other neighboring countries are following our struggles with compassion and wonder at the actions of brave Iranian women who are fighting courageously against a brutal regime. This is the first time in the history that a revolutionary movement is led by women and around women's rights, and is about to bring the Islamic regime down from over 4 decades of violence, corruption, and humiliation. This is the first time that women of Iran are actively seeking their rights, and the international community has been made aware that human rights will never materialize if women's rights do not stand at its core center. We, in the campaign against the murder of women and sometimes men in the name of honor, are keen to have a share in the revolutionary movement of woman, life, freedom, and hope to carry this task along with our sisters in Afghanistan, Turkey, Kurdistan, and other countries towards secularism and freedom from political Islam and its anti-woman laws and practices.
Why do they hate me and my body so much? Is my body good enough and only useful to touch? Look at me, I am a woman.